and maybe you can ask me some questions. Okay? Okay.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So everybody is awake.
Okay.
Okay, and before I start my presentation, even if you have any doubts afterwards, don't worry, you can just ask, and don't fear, you can just ask me any questions if you have, and thank you so much. Okay, this is Namaste. Namaste is India. Okay, so what is Namaste is means I bow my head to you. So it is how we welcome, as you say hello. So this is how we say in India. Okay, some facts about India. You know, India is in South Asia, and it is the 7th largest country. New Delhi is the capital of India, and Mumbai is the largest city in India. Hindi is the main language. Except Hindi, there are 16 official languages in India. And the currency is Indian rupee. Main religion is Hinduism. It's like 80% Hinduism in India. And there are many religions that have evolved through Hinduism, like Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism. And Islam is the next religion, which is the biggest. And Christianity is also there, but 80% is Hinduism. Okay, a little bit about the history of India. India's earliest known civilization arose about 5,000 years ago on the Indus River in what is now Pakistan. You can see the map, and there is this blue line. This was the Indus River, which was actually a part of India. But if you know something about the history of India, we got separated from Pakistan, and now it is no more a part of India. Actually, the Aryan people were farmers from Central Asia who arrived in India around 1500 BC, and they spoke Sanskrit. And during that time, they wrote many scriptures in this language. And it is the world's oldest language is Sanskrit. And many European languages have evolved from these Sanskrit languages. Like the Vedic scriptures, where the writings you can see down, there are these small images, but these are called Vedas or Vedanta, if you've heard of this term in India. And they have written these kind of scriptures on the papers and in very old documents. The image is not much clear, but the text is much closer to the Dravidian language of India. Okay, in the 200-year reign of the Gupta Empire, that is the 4th AD, arts, craft, and everything, it flourished in India. And in the beginning of the 16th century, the first emperor, Babur, he came to India and he started ruling. But during his time, he built a number of roads and mosques. And you know, so if you would have seen this thing, it's Taj Mahal. Anyone knows this? Yes. Taj Mahal. Anyone has heard of it? It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is built in marble. It was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife. So this is how it is. Okay, next, in the late 1400s, Europeans arrived in India because they wanted to set up the trading companies. But in 1757, the Britain had a lot of control over India and they started ruling. And if you're aware that the Britishers ruled India for 150 years, and in 1920, you know, Mahatma Gandhi, he was a political leader of India. And he made a non-violent protest against the Britishers. And on 15th August 1947, India achieved independence finally. And on 26th of January 1950, the Indian Constitution came into force. Okay, this is an interesting part for you maybe because it's about Indian clothing. Anyone has seen a sari on the internet or maybe somewhere online? Anyone is aware of a sari? Anybody? Okay, fine, I will tell you. It is like one piece of cloth and this is how they drape it. You can see on the left side the woman wearing the sari. So generally now the Indian women prefer wearing the sari during some functions or events in India. And also there are some people who wear this kind of costumes when they go to work. But the young ladies now in India, they don't wear this because they don't think it's more comfortable for them while traveling. And on the right side you can see men in different costumes. This is more popular when during the events like weddings or some festivals. But otherwise, while working, they wear the normal Western clothes. Okay, the Festival of India. Diwali is the most important festival of India because it's known as a festival of light and it is generally celebrated at the end of the October. So for this, I show you one short video about Diwali.
At any time of year, a visit to India can be overwhelmed by its beauty and color. But a visitor in late fall is especially fortunate. The temperature will have cooled down, the monsoons will have not yet begun, and Diwali, the festival of lights, is at hand. Diwali is to many Indians what Christmas is to Christians. In essence, it commemorates the victory of the forces of light over the forces of darkness. To experience it fully, get up before dawn and head for the flower markets. Here, flower vendors work feverishly to create garlands of fragrant jasmine that Indians will use to adorn their homes. By dawn, they'll be sold out. Next, head for one of the temples, but go early. Later on in the day, they'll be packed. On your way over, you may see a curious sight. People hunched in front of their doorways, pouring colored sand on the ground. The sand takes the shape of a lotus blossom, a symbol of welcome. And today, millions of symbols of welcome will grace the nation's doorways. Indeed, Diwali is all about sharing. If you're staying in a private home, don't be surprised if the neighbors show up with plates of delicious holiday treats. It's also customary for families to go to the temples together on this day. They often dress in fine new outfits, purchased especially for Diwali. And if their outfits inspire you, look for a sari shop. Shops are open on Diwali, and Indian silks are justifiably famous for their beauty. They're just one of the ways India spruces up and gets into the holiday spirit.
So this is an occasion for all of us to rejoice and be with the family and enjoy all the good things in life. So we buy good clothes and make good food.
And everywhere there are lights. If you head to major commercial districts throughout India, you'll find colorful displays comparable to Christmas lights in Western cities. Some cities also put on spectacular public displays of fireworks, like this one in Delhi. But no matter where you are, there are smaller, more intimate fireworks displays. A long day of celebrations is coming to an end, and it's going out with a bang.
There is one more video. This is of a festival, we call it the Ganesha festival. It's a god. and it's generally celebrated in like the end of August or September, and it's most popular in Mumbai and in Pune. So I have one more video for that.
Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi, also known as Vinayak Chaturthi, is one of the important Hindu festivals celebrated throughout India with a great devotion. This day is celebrated as the birthday of Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. Lord Ganesha is the symbol of wisdom, prosperity and good fortune. Ganesh Chaturthi is celebrated on Shukla Chaturthi of the Hindu month of Bhadra. Generally falls between August and September. This festival is celebrated by Hindus with a great enthusiasm. People bring idol of Lord Ganesha to their homes and do worship. The duration of this festival varies from 1 day to 11 days, depending on the place and tradition. On the last day of the festival, the idols are taken out in a colorful and musical procession and immersed traditionally in water. As per Hindu mythology, Lord Ganesha is considered as Vignaharta and Buddhi Pradayaka. This festival is very important for students. They worship Lord Ganesha to illuminate their minds.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Which festival did you like?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, because most of them when I ask in the schools, they say they like Diwali more. Which one is this one? This one?
Yes.
Okay, the next is about the Indian wedding. Anyone knows henna? Henna? Yes? Oh, and did anyone try? Henna? Yeah, super. Okay, henna is made out of, it's a paste made out of the henna plants, and it is considered very auspicious in India because we apply it during the wedding ceremony, before the wedding ceremony, and obviously the brides, it is very important for them. And as you can see on the right side, the bride and the groom, they are exchanging garlands. It is one of the ritual which we do, and there are many others. One more is like the husband gives a necklace, we call it Mangal Sutra, to the wife, and it is important for married women to wear it. As I am wearing this one, this is a very short one, but they wear a very long one, actually it's like 22 centimeters. So that is what they wear, and the next is like, we have this fire in between, and we take 7 rounds around the fire with the groom, and it's like 7 vows for marriage that we are together. So this is how we celebrate the rituals. And in the north of India, the festival lasts for 2 or 3 days, not the festival, the wedding lasts for 2 or 3 days, but it is different at different regions. Like in our culture, I come from Maharashtra, so there in 1 day the wedding is over, but it's different for the different parts of India. Okay? Okay. The food in India. Do you know anything about the food in India? No? Okay. It's very spicy food. Generally, in every dish you will find oil and spices a lot, because we use these spices like cinnamon, turmeric, chili, asafoetida, cardamom, and all these things. And each region in India has a different variety. So it's not like restricted that only one, like Mumbai, whatever we eat in Mumbai, as you say, bajeta. So the whole Slovakia is eating bajeta, but not like that in India. If it's like, you know, in Mumbai we have chaat. Then in the north we have some other dishes like naan, if you have heard of it. Because in Budapest, most of the people, they eat naan with chicken tikka masala. They like the Indian food. And some other things are like in the south of India, you can find most of the things are made out of rice. So it's just different according to the region. And on the west coast, mostly people eat non-veg also because they like to eat the fish and all the seafood because it's very fresh for them. And also chicken, they like it. Okay, do you know about yoga in India? Anybody? Yes? Do you practice yoga?
No.
No?
My grandmother.
Okay, fine. Yes, you must. And there are people in Štúrovo who can teach you yoga. Yoga has its origin about 5,000 years ago. There was a sage Patanjali in India many years ago, and he wrote about how yoga is. Yoga is to prevent diseases, basically. It's not a cure, but it's a prevention from diseases. And there are many other things involved in that. So I can't go in deep right now, we have a very short time. But I can tell you it's a union of body, mind, intellect, and it helps you a lot. There are many breathing exercises. Because of that, you can concentrate very nicely, and you will achieve, as I've written, good health, mental peace, emotional equanimity, and intellectual clarity. Because for students, it's very important at this age to have a clarity in what you want to do in your life. So maybe if you practice yoga, it will help you tremendously, because in the Hungarian gymnasium and the elementary school, students are practicing yoga, even the parents practicing yoga and meditation. So if you find time, you must visit your nearest yoga center in Štúrovo. Indian music. Do you know sitar? It was actually popularized by Pandit Ravi Shankar. He is the master in sitar, and now his daughter Anushka, she plays sitar. And the next instrument is tabla. It has different beats. There are 10 beats, 12 beats, 16 beats. And this tabla instrument is very important with the other Indian instruments to play. It's like how you have here. The piano is important for the violin. You know, like in a symphony you can see that the coordination is important. So in this also, the tabla is very important for the other instruments, whether it is sitar, harmonium, or any other Indian instrument. So I have a short video for this. I can show it to you.
Now,
this is one of his performances at the France Festival. He is very renowned for this instrument all over the world. You can just listen. He is playing a 16-beat tal, we call it. important for Indians because it's important for the coordination, you can say. He's a very famous artist. And with him, there is this harmonium on the left side. He is coordinating with him. And this is the other instrument we call tambora. It is also, see, on the left side you can see a harmonium, just like your accordion. But you have it with you like this, and you cannot see. I tried to play it here. It is impossible for me. But this here you can see the notes. Okay. So, which instrument did you like? Both?
No, I like more tabla.
Tabla. Okay. Okay, fine.
And you? Which instrument did you like?
Drums.
But tabla.
Tabla, yes.
Tabla. Okay. Yes.
Excuse me, in Slovakia we have a musician called Slaco Lučeničin and he owns 2 sitars and he likes to play sitar.
Really?
Yes, he learned to play sitar in India.
Oh, this is.
And
I
I know
would
that,
like to meet him.
And I know he lives in Bratislava.
I
want to
see.
him.
I see. Okay.
And I know that Mr. Ravi Shankar plays a lot with the famous jazzmen around the world, you know that?
Yes, yes, yes.
With Adi Meola or John McLaughlin maybe.
Yes, yes. So I told them purposely because most of them know Ravi Shankar because of him actually the sitar got a recognition all over the world because he went everywhere for the festivals and it got very famous. Okay, about the Indian economy, actually there is so much to say, but in short I can tell you the industries in India are textile, chemical, food processing, steel, transportation equipment, cement, mining. But textile is like the most important, I think, in India because we have a lot of clothes, different varieties of clothes, and I've seen many people want to buy it from India, especially the cotton. And agriculture, rice, yes, because rice is like a staple food for Indians in their diet. The rice is there everywhere. Wheat, because we make the rotis from the wheat flour, and oilseed, cotton, cattle, and fish, definitely. And what we export is more of textile, gems, and jewelry because there are some really good mining areas where you get really nice gems and engineering goods, chemicals, and leather. But the textile is the most important. Okay, something about the Indian dance. There are these 9 classical dance forms in India, and they use these ghungroos, and they wear it on their feet, and you can see it. It's better I show it visually to you. Dance forms are from the different parts of India, like South India, North and Northeast. So I will talk in between. This is from the south of India, Bharatanatyam. And you can see they're wearing these ghungroos. Kuchipudi. And in this, the hand gestures are very important. They have stories to tell through their dance, and the costume and jewelry is different with different dance. I have learned this dance form many years ago. It's Kathak. It's from the north of India. It has a Mughal influence on the clothing, you can see. This is Kathakali from south of India, Kerala. Performed by men. They wear this mask. This one more Mohini Attam we call. The costume is different for different dances. northeast Manipuri. Odissi. This is from the east, Orissa. You can see the postures and the jewelry. Everything is different for different dances. Different formations in the dance when it's a group dance.
Excuse me,
Okay.
what did the response had means?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Many people ask me this question. We wear a bindi, okay, and the bindi which we wear it here, it's worn by those ladies who are married in India, and it is considered auspicious after marriage to wear it. But it has a very deep meaning behind that. The meaning is that we are all souls and not bodies. Our source is soul consciousness and not body consciousness. And to remember that we are souls, we wear bindis. Okay, so it has a spiritual meaning to it. But the good question, I have always this question from everybody. Okay, nature. There is so much to talk about the nature in India. It's really wonderful, basically the Himalayas. But to tell you, because of the varied climate zones, we have like 65,000 animal species, including elephants, pythons, river dolphins, rhinos. There are 12,000 type of flowering plants, and this is the only country where you can find tigers and lions together. Like in the central part of India, you must be knowing this, what we call the Kanha National Park and Bandhavgarh National Park, where we have these tigers, and really it's a very beautiful sight to see a tiger just going in front of your jeep, and it's really a wonderful trip. And on the coast of the Bay of Bengal is the Sundarbans. It's the largest mangrove, and the tigers are also there, but they're with man-eating tigers, but still they are trying to conserve it. And in the Himalayas, if you know, it's the north part of India, we have the snow leopard and also some other species which are very rare and you don't get to see. So there is so much to talk about nature. It's a very short time for me. Okay, science and technology. India is one of the leading. It has the largest, pool of the scientists. And do you know about the Mars craft mission which India achieved? Does anyone know about it?
No.
Okay, this Mars craft, this was a program by our own space research organization, and it has been lauded as one of the most low-cost but high-functioning space mission. And this was achieved on 24th of September 2014. And we can proudly claim that the only nation reached Mars in one attempt. And this was conducted by ISRO. There were like 14 scientists working on this project. So this is what India achieved recently. And I would just say that come and visit our land and explore India. And for this, I have a short video for you, just to see, in this video, all parts of India are covered. So you can just have a glimpse of it. So villages, like from India, Indian village, typical scene. Okay, so here the presentation ends, and if you have any questions, you can ask, no problem. There's no need to fear, you can ask.
Has anybody prepared any questions, Anuja? No?
You understood everything? Very, very intelligent
I
class.
think they have prepared questions, but I got an idea.
Okay.
What about ask our student,
Mhm.
Aaron, to come and present his presentation
Okay.
about countries he has already
Fine, yes,
visited,
yes, yes, yes.
and then we will discuss.
Yes,
we can
yes,
discuss
sure.
in the second lesson.
Yes, okay, fine, no
Okay,
problem.
can I
come, please?
I have a presentation about my visit countries. My first summer vacation on lovely island Tassos. When I 2 years old, we went this island. Tunisian vacation. We went to Tunisia when I'm 3, and I never saw dirtiest hotel ever. My favorite vacation of Turkey when I'm 5, 4, 6 years old. We went to Turkey in the most popular hotels. Barbados. When my parents married, we went to Barbados and we dived with the turtles, fishes, and saw the rum factory. London. In 2013 we went to London and see the Tower Bridge, it's very important for me and very popular building in London. In year 2013 we went in United Arab Emirates with a ship from Dubai to Oman, and we see the Burj Al Arab. Burj Khalifa is the biggest building in the world. Krakow. This year we go on Krakow and we see in year 2014 we go to Krakow and see the Christmas market, and Wall Castle has more than 8 million tourists a year. Prague and Czech capital has hundreds of churches, and we see the Cirque du Soleil from Canada. Summer tourist guiding. Every year in summer time I help my father to guide foreign tourists around the capital of Hungary, Budapest. We took them to Castle Hill, around Anuja Boulevard, Hero Square. In school time we spent every weekend to cinemas. So this year we start our holidays in German city Düsseldorf. We saw the television tower from the top and the river Rhine. Rome, the best town ever. This city has a breathtaking history, hundreds of churches, fountains, squares, sculptures, and very interesting Christian life. Naples, one-day trip. This excellent one-day trip started in a train which ran more than 300 kilometers per hour. The so popular volcano Vesuvio, Morella's house and fun shop of SSC Naples Football Club. Salzburg. In Salzburg we saw Mozart House, Cirque du Soleil, and Mozart Museum with very interesting. Vienna. This year we go to we went to Vienna on Christmas market and one-day trip. Vienna is the wine town of Hungary. We have a trip to the vineyards and saw the wine production. Balaton, the Hungarian lake. This lake is very interesting, and we have summer holiday here and summer party with my friends from Bar. In Brno, we saw the Štúrovo exhibition and have one-day trip. And this is Tassos. Turkey, Hostel Magic Park. Tunisia, Barbados, London, London Eye, Master Ship. With this ship we went from Var to Oman, Dubai, Burj Khalifa, Abu Dhabi, Ferrari Park, Oman, Middle East, Krakow, Prague, Budapest, Newcastle, Düsseldorf, Rome, Piazza del Popolo, Naples, Salzburg, Mozart Museum, Vienna Christmas Market, Milan, Balaton, Bruno Petrov, and
Thank you very much. Presentation we learned, and we are a little bit jealous about you.
And which country did you like the most?
Barbados and United Arab Emirates.
That's what was the most memorable.
Yes.
I have heard that we haven't learned past tense. I think we all enjoyed this presentation, and in a few minutes there will be the break. You can leave the room, you can have a rest, and after the break, come back please, and we will continue with discussion. Okay, we are curious about your questions. I hope you have prepared some questions, haven't you? Okay, so don't be afraid. Maybe you can ask now some question until
Yes, and
the
we
meeting
have
is, but I think it will be.
No, a few seconds, but
Few seconds.
probably
Okay.
have we have time for one question. Is there anybody who wants to ask a question?
Can you tell me about the school system? Like what marks
School
and
system, yes, it is the same, I think, as here, because we have this kindergarten first, then we go to the primary school. It is class 5. Then after that is the high school, and then the university. So it is the same.
But the marks and everything, do they have to wear uniforms or?
Yes, uniforms. Yes, yes. We have uniforms in school.
And do they get the same marks like from 1 to 5, or what is the, like the
marks?
Yeah.
Yes, we have a different system for that. It's like now there are new changes coming in that also. But as far as I know, when I was in school, we had like 6 subjects, and like one subject was for 100 marks.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
So you had to reach 100 marks?
No, not 100 marks. Out of 100, you must get like 35 was the passing. And each subject in the score well, obviously, to pass in the whole semester. Percentages, yes. But now they have made it easier, like a grade system. I think to class 7 we have the grade system, and after that, after 8 we have the examinations, like your formations everywhere. But till then there are grades. Okay.